student, this is the second part of the lesson Climate Geography class 9. Here we are going to discuss that the onset of the monsoon and withdrawal, onset of the monsoon and withdrawal. So here the monsoon, unlike the traders, are not steadily wind but the pulsating in nature, affected by the different atmospheric conditions, encountered by it as the encountered by it on its way over the warm tropical seas. So, the duration of monsoon is between 100 to 120 days from early June to mid-September. Means these are the month of monsoon, that is nearly 100 to 120 days. Month starts from June to mid-September. So here around the time of its arrival, the normal rainfall increases suddenly and continue constantly for several days. This is known as burst of the monsoon. So, what is the burst of monsoon? Which we have just seen. So, suddenly approach of the moisture, burst of monsoon, or that is also called the break. So, what is this? Sudden approach of the moisture laden winds associated with the violent thunder and lightning. That is called here burst, B-U-R-S-T, and can be distinguished from pre-monsoon shower. It can be distinguished from the pre-monsoon showers. Monsoon arrive at the southern tip. This monsoon arrive at the southern tip of the Indian peninsula generally by the first week of the June. Subsequently, it proceed into two, the Arabian Sea branch and the Bay of Bengal branch. The Arabian Sea branch reaches Mumbai about 10 days. Arabian Sea branch that reaches Mumbai about 10 days later on the approximately the 10th of June. This is fairly rapid advance, and Bay of Bengal branch also advances rapidly and arrive in Assam in the first week of June. So, the lofty mountains causes monsoon winds to deflect towards the west. Deflects towards the west over the Ganga plains by the mid-June. The Arabian Sea branches of the monsoon, they arrive over the Saurashtra, Kutch and the central part of the country. The Arabian Sea and the Bay of Bengal branches of the monsoon merge over the northwestern part of the Ganga plain. Delhi generally receive monsoon showers from the Bay of Bengal. Delhi receive monsoon shower from where? Bay of Bengal branch by the end of June. Tentative date is 29 June. And by the first week of the June, western Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, Haryana, eastern Rajasthan experience the monsoon by wind mid-June. The monsoon reaches Himachal Pradesh and rest of the country. So here withdrawal means what we have discussed here. The withdrawal of southern half of the peninsula is fairly rapid, and by the early December monsoon has withdrawn from the rest of country. So the island received very first monsoon shower progressively from the south to north from the last week of April to first week of May. So withdrawal takes place progressively from the north to south from the first week of the December to first week of January. This is the period of withdrawal of monsoon. By this time, rest of the country is already under the influence of winter season. Then come to the seasons. What are the seasons? We are on the page number 31 of your textbook. So here the season. The monsoon type of the climate is characterized by the distinct seasonal pattern. The weather conditions greatly change from one season to other. The changes are particularly noticeable in the interior part of the country. The coastal areas do not experience much variation in temperature. Coastal area पे ज़्यादा variation changes नहीं होते हैं temperature के. Though there is variation in rainfall. Coastal area में means it found variation in rainfall pattern, but temperature variation do not found much. How many seasons are expected in your place? So, four main seasons can be identified in India. The cold weather season, then hot weather season, then advancing monsoon and retreating monsoon with some regional variation. So these are the seasons found in India. Then come to the cold weather season. So here cold weather season begins from the mid-November of the northern India and stays till February. December and January are the coldest month in the northern part of India. The temperature decreases from south to north. Temperature decreases from south to north. average temperature of Chennai on the eastern coast is between 24 degree to 25 degrees Celsius, while in the North Plain it ranges between 10 degree to 15 degree Celsius. Days are warm and nights are cold. Frost is common in the north. Frost, ice, it is very common in the north, and the higher slope of the Himalayas experience snowfall. Then during this season, the northeast trade winds prevail over the country. They blow from land to sea. This wind blow from land to sea, and hence for most part of the country. So this blow from where? From land to where? To sea. Land to sea, and hence most part of the country it is dry season. Some amount of the rainfall occurs on the Tamil Nadu coast from this wind. Here they blow from the sea to land. From where? Tamil Nadu. In the northern part of the country, feeble high pressure region develop with the light winds moving outward from this area. Influenced by the reflect, these winds blow through the Ganga valley from the west and the northwest. The temperature and low humidity and the feeble variation winds. So here feeble variation winds. Again see here, the wind is normally marked by clear sky, low temperature and low humidity and feeble variation winds. Then a characteristic feature of the cold wind, that is cold wind over the northern plains is the inflow of cyclonic disturbance from the west and northwest. This low pressure system originates over the Mediterranean Sea and the Western Asia and move into India along with the westerly flow. So the cause of much needed winter rains over the plains and snowfall in the mountains. Although total amount of winter rainfall, locally known as Mahavar, is small. Winter rainfall amount of winter rainfall is small, and locally it is known as Mahavar. They are of the immense importance for the cultivation of रब्बी क्रॉप्स. और ये जो रेनफॉल है जिसे हम लोकल लैंग्वेज में महावाट कहते हैं, तो दे आर इम्पोर्टेंट फॉर द रब्बी क्रॉप्स, फॉर द कल्टिवेशन ऑफ रब्बी क्रॉप्स. देन the peninsular region in southern region does not have the well-defined cold season. ऐसा well-defined cold season peninsular region में नहीं है. There is hardly any noticeable season seasonal change in temperature pattern during the winter due to moderating influence of the sea. So this is about, we have seen the onset of monsoon and withdrawal. In that we have seen the seasons, then cold winter seasons, then come to the hot winter season. That is summer. Due to apparent northward movement, due to the apparent northward movement of the sun, global heat belt shift northward as such from the March to May. It is hot weather season. March to May, that is hot weather season, which is given in this map 4.4, advancing monsoon. It is in the India. So due to apparent northward movement of the sun, northward movement of the sun, global heat belt shift northward. Global heat belt, where it shift northward, and as the sun from the March to May, and this hot weather season in India. So the influence of shifting the heat belt that can be seen clearly from the temperature, that can be seen from temperature recording taken during the March to May at the different latitudes. In March, the highest temperature is about 38 Celsius. Highest temperature in the March, that is 38 Celsius, recorded on the Deccan Plateau. Where? That is Deccan Plateau. In April, temperature in Gujarat and Madhya Pradesh are around 42 degrees Celsius. And if we talk about in the May, which is called hottest month, temperature that goes 45 degrees Celsius is common in the northwestern part of the country. 45 temperature जो है वो बहुत ही common है in the northwestern part of country in the month of May. In peninsular India, temperature remains lower due to moderating influence of the ocean. In peninsular India, temperature remains lower due to moderating influence of the ocean. Then summer month experience rising temperature. Summer month experience what? Rising temperature and falling air pressure. और क्या होता है? Air pressure in the northern part of the country. Air pressures arise in the northern part of country. Towards the end of May, an elongated low pressure areas developed in the region extending from the Thar Desert in northwest to Patna and Chota Nagpur Plateau in east and southeast. So circulation of air begins in the set. Circulation of air begins to set in the around this trough. So here a striking feature of the hot weather season is the loo. So what is loo here? The loo means strong, gusty, hot and dry winds blowing during the days. Over the north and northwestern India. These winds are called the loo. L-O-O, loo. These are strongly gusty, hot, dry and winds blow during the day over the northwestern India. Sometimes they even continue until the late in the evening. Direct exposure to this wind may even prove to the fatal. Dust storm are very common during the month of May in the northern India. These storms bring temporary relief as they lower the temperature and may bring the light rain and cool breeze. This is also the season for localized thunderstorm. ये सीजन कौन सा होता है? Localized thunderstorm that associated with the violent wind, torrential downpours of the accompanied by the hailstones. In West Bengal, these storms are known as काल बैसाखी. यही स्टॉर्म्स को बंगाल में क्या कहते हैं? दैट इज काल बैसाखी. Then, towards the close of summer season, pre-monsoon showers are common, especially in Kerala and Karnataka. They help in the early ripening of mangoes and are often referred to as mango shower. और क्या कहते हैं? Mango, they are called as mango shower because they help for ripening mango in summer season, by which that is pre-monsoon shower are common, especially in Kerala and Karnataka. And this pre-monsoon shower that help early ripening of the mangoes. Then come to the advancing monsoon, that is rainy season. Advancing monsoon means what? Rainy season. By the early June, the low pressure condition over the northern plains intensifies. It attracts the trade winds of the southern hemisphere. The southeast trade winds originate over the warm subtropical areas of the southern ocean. They cross the equator and blow in a southern westerly direction, entering that western means um, Indian Peninsula and southern west mountains. Sorry, see here what we are discussing: advancing monsoon, that is rainy season. So what we were discussing: by the early June, low pressure conditions over the northern plain intensify. Northern plain intensify. It attracts the trade winds of the southern hemisphere. This southeast trade wind originates over the warm tropical region and southern ocean. They cross the equator. What they do? They cross the equator and blow in a southwesterly direction, entering the Indian Peninsula. कहाँ जाता है then? Indian Peninsula as the southwest monsoon. As these winds blow over the warm ocean, they bring abundant moisture to the subconstituent. These winds are strong and blow as an average velocity of 30 km per hour, with the exception of the extreme northwest. Monsoon wind cover the country in about a month. The inflow of southwest monsoon into India brings about total change in the weather early in the season. The withdrawal side of the western Ghats receive very heavy rainfall, that is more than 50 centimeter, 250 centimeter. So the Deccan Plateau and the part of Madhya Pradesh also receive some amount of rain in spite of lying in the rain shadow areas. The maximum rainfall in the rain shadow areas. The maximum rainfall of the season is received from where? That receive in the northeastern part of the country. So, Mausiram in the southern ranges of the Khasi Hill that receive the highest average rainfall in the world. Which hill? That is Khasi Hill. They get highest rainfall in the world. So rainfall in the Ganga Valley decreases from east to west. Rajasthan and the part of Gujarat get scanty rainfall. Rajasthan and part of Gujarat, they get scanty rainfall. Then another phenomenon associated with the monsoon in its tendency to have breaks in the rainfall. Thus, it has wet and dry spells. In the other words, monsoon rain takes place over a few days at a time. They are interspread with rainless interval. These breaks in the monsoon are related to the movement of the monsoon trough. For the various reason, the trough and the axis keeps on moving northward or the southward, which determine the spatial distribution of the rainfall. When the axis of monsoon trough lies over the plateau, over the plains, and rainfall is good in this part. On the other hand, whenever the axis shifts closer to Himalayas, there are longer dry spells in the plains and widespread rain occur in the mountains catchment areas of the Himalayan rivers. These heavy rains brings in their wake devastating flood, causing damage to life and property in the plains. The frequency and intensity of the tropical depression to determine the amount and duration of monsoon rains. This depression from the head of the Bay of Bengal and cross over the mainland. The depression followed the axis of the monsoon. Depression follow the axis of monsoon. So here monsoon trough of the low pressure. The monsoon is known as uncertainties for its uncertainties. An alternation of dry and wet spells vary in the intensity. So on this page, figure 4.1 is given retreating monsoon. So we will discuss about that retreating monsoon. Then the alternation of dry and wet spells vary in intensity, frequency and the duration. While it causes heavy flood in one part and it may be responsible for the drought in other parts, means controversy is there. So it is often irregular in its arrival and its retreat. Hence is sometimes disturb the farming schedule of the millions of farmers all over the country. So then come to the retreating, that is post monsoon transition season. During the October-November, with the apparent movement of the sun towards the south. This is the period of October-November, where apparent movement takes place of the sun towards the south. Monsoon trough or the low pressure trough over the northern plain becomes weaker. This is gradually replaced by the high pressure system. The southwest monsoon winds weaken and start withdrawing gradually. By the beginning of October, the monsoon withdraws from the northern plain. The month of October-November form the period of transitions from hot rainy season to dry winter conditions. The retreat of the monsoon is marked by clear skies and the rise in temperature. While the day temperatures are high, night are cooled and pleasant. The land is still moist owing the condition of high temperature and humidity. The weather becomes rather oppressive during the day. This is commonly known as October heat. इसे क्या कहते हैं? October heat. In the second half of the October, the mercury begins to fall rapidly in northern plain. So here low pressure conditions over the northwestern India get transferred to the Bay of Bengal by early November. This shift is associated with the occurrence of cyclonic depressions which originate over the Andaman Nicobar, and this cyclone generally cross the eastern coast of India, cause heavy and widespread rain. These tropical cyclones are often very destructive. These tropical cyclones, they are often very destructive. The thickly populated deltas of the Godavari, the Krishna and the Kaveri are frequently struck by the cyclone. Krishna, Kaveri, they are frequently struck by cyclone, which cause great damage to the life. Which cause what? Great damage to the life and property. Sometimes this cyclone arrive at the coast of Orissa, then West Bengal and the Bangladesh. The bulk of rainfall of the Coromandel coast is derived from the depression and cyclone. So here is the end of this part. Thank you, students.